Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Play Super Bonk. That's right, I'm back and I'm recording again, even though my nose is still stuffed up, but I don't care, because I'm bored and I want to do this. Alright, oh yeah, I'm Jonathan Wolf. Yeah, right, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, little SNES game from Hudson Soft, starring Bonk the Cave Man. He'd actually had several games before this on the NEC Super Graphics 16 or whatever it was called. Anyway, he was NEC's mascot actually, and this is his first SNES outing. So as you can see, he was abducted there and sent through a vortex, and that's how this game begins. So let's get started. This game's actually quite fun to play and pretty funny too. A lot of the things are just really goofy. Let's see. Okay, I'm not really worried about anything here. So let's go back to the game and get started. Alright, here we go. Act 1, Bonk begins. So yeah, I was inspired to do an LP of this by Dr. 1297, who also did one. He did a really good job, so hopefully I can do a good job as well. Yes, Bonk, you're a little confused. How did you end up in China? And in a fairly modern day, it would seem. Now, let's see. Butterflies give you points, and smiley faces you collect, I believe, every either every 50 or every 100 you get a free life. Those are called flowers, and you can jump on them and bounce. The button that you press to hit Bonk with, right there, you can tap rapidly to make him do a sort of controlled hover landing. Now that is blue candy. It makes you very large, which comes in handy. And oh yeah, the red flowers usually leave something good behind. Anyway, here's red candy, and it makes you very small, but it also gives you this ability. Yeah, he can say rage, or backwards Egar. But just to give you an example, if I can find it, you can use that to attack, and to also ride on those words when you can bounce it up against a wall, which I can't demonstrate just yet, but I will later. Okay, now you see an orange flower. Orange flower leaves behind a piece of meat, or that sounded stupid, but anyway, which transforms Bonk. Now, instead of saying rage when you or actually it's different, but anyway, instead of doing that, he shoots out an arrow which can freeze your enemy. Watch. See? Turns into stone, and then you can head Bonk. But you can only press that or make that arrow appear when you're on flat ground, not when you're in the air, because it's the same button as the head Bonk. After a while, you'll see that Bonk will transform back. So you really only have a limited time to capitalize on the situation. Now, fruit also, not just points, but it gives you health back should you be low. You can also collect empty heart containers. Whoops. Now, that kind of killed that theory. Oh yeah, sometimes red flowers are the enemy, and darn it, I did not mean to do that. Oh well, the big piece of meat you saw there would have transformed Bonk into a sort of a monster version of him. I'll hopefully be able to show you that later, but anyway, yeah, sometimes red flowers can be enemies in disguise, so you'll have to watch out for them. Anyway, get a heart there. Back to normal size, and make our way to the next part of this level. Over this building here. hoping the large heart will basically replenish all or most of your heart meter, depending on how much you've lost. Now, when you're on a girder like this, holding on, same as I was showing you with climbing the walls as well, you can press the head bonk button, and he'll bounce to the next one, or you can move back and forth on it and up and down. Now, the problem is with if there's someone there, there's not much you can do until you get below them. Oh, kind of fell all the way down, didn't I? Anyway, as long as you're making forward momentum when you hit them with your head, then you'll deal them damage and they won't deal you. But if they're the ones hitting you, then of course you'll take damage. Okay, there's not much back the other way, so I didn't really miss anything with a few pieces of fruit and stuff. Okay, now normal size. Now you see that little flower over there? That takes you to a random mini game. Now I'll probably not show all of those, either edit them out or even skip them at times, because really you don't need them unless you're just going for a high score, which I don't think anybody would normally do with this game. But anyway, I'm going to show you, a few, and hopefully, even though it's random choice, you'll get to see most of the mini games here at the beginning, and then I'll stop showing them. Okay, in this one you have to pump up the balloon. Now you have to do that by head bonking this pump repeatedly. The best thing to do is just get in the pattern: jump, hit, jump, hit, jump, hit. Because if you don't do that, if you miss or you jump wrong or whatever, you're not going to have enough time. You really usually only have enough time to just pull it off, as you see. 2 seconds left when I got it there. So yeah. I hope it don't sound too bad. I'm all gunked up still. This is like the longest lingering cold in existence or something. It's driving me crazy. Okay, and now there's another flower. Hopefully this will take us to a new minigame so I can show you that. If not, I'll edit it out. Okay, so you have to make the flowers go into the basket of the alligator. Seems pretty easy, doesn't it? Now you can't take damage, but you can get knocked away from your target there. Missed. It's really good if you can get him to stop right right with one of those right underneath him, because then it'll bounce right up into it. But I'm not doing a great job here. Oops. Okay, that worked. Oh, no, it didn't. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, that one got in. This one in, yes. Now, you don't have to get all of them to get a top score, but I'm trying to here. Yes! Did so. Alright, you get, obviously, smiley faces based on the amount of points that you get. And as I said, those end up totaling towards extra lives. Excuse me. This isn't a super challenging game at the beginning. You might even think it looks a bit silly, and in many ways it is silly. But it's quite a fun game, if I can speak. And the challenge does ratchet up quite a bit later on. Now, finally I can show you this. Creature Bonk, who is at first invincible, which I'm not really taking advantage of here. Anyway, oh, that was stupid. Oh well. I'll just swim up. Yes, you can swim up waterfalls. Pretty cool idea on their part, I believe. But yeah, you can see Creature Bonk. Come on, before your transformation runs out, I want to show this off. Yeah, he has a tailspin move when he jumps, and I use the bonk. Alright, Now, should be some stuff here. Oh, enemy. Got him. And a heart. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to swim up here. I believe there's a another mini game waiting up here. Yes. Again, if it's not new, you won't actually see it. And then after a while, I'll just quit showing them at all. I mean, going to them, obviously. Okay, this one is different. You have to use the flowers to bounce up into the air as high as you can, chaining them together to get as many items as you can. A good trick to do is the spinning head bonk mode, which will enable you to spend more time in the air. Oh, come on. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. It's getting a bit of lag there. From a program. Oh, come on. Well, I'm not showing this one off very well at all, am I? And timing it just... Oh well, doesn't look like I'm going to get this one done very well, am I? Oh dear. Oh well, I guess you get the gist of it then, don't you? And they'll usually say, okay, he said good, so wasn't too bad. Wasn't excellent or anything. Anyway, check over here, a few smiling faces, heart I don't need, and stand here and wait for this to take us down. Now, as you can see, after the monster transformation, he's turned into a sort of a useless bird, but he can actually drop eggs, oddly enough. Anyway, that transformation's over with as well. Now, you're going to have to be small to get out of here, and to get this stuff over here. If I can remember how, yes, down in A helps you to go downward on these spinning rings. And then we can there is actually a wall kick of sorts in this game where you bonk one wall to the next. It's a little complicated because you have to keep changing direction at the right moment, and I wanted to get that extra life there. Ah, come on. Yeah, you have to just time it just so. Ah, I'm just not with it today. Okay, actually, forget it. I don't need the extra life. Not that badly, anyway. Alright, let's just get out of here. Oh yeah, those little droplets can hurt you as well, so keep an eye out for those. Alright! We're out of the tunnel. And we're back into the outdoors again. Okay, these guys will see you and they'll clam up. Lol. But when they start moving again, you can kill them. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, now you're gonna see an empty heart container right there. Now, you know, it'll stay empty until I get heart to replenish it, but it'll stay there the whole time. The only way you can lose those is in certain certain boss fights. I think only like one, where the boss will actually take hearts away from you, which I think stinks. But anyway, actually I guess it would be two technically, because in a later stage in this game you actually refight all of the bosses that you had faced before.